we're going to build a Hello World NLP++ analyzer using VisualText. Now this is the minimum you need to do in order to build an analyzer. It'll get you started. So let's go. This is VisualText version number 2. We're running on Windows here. I click on File and I click on New Analyzer and I type in the analyzer name, Hello World. Now it's going to create a folder on your directory, and we have a special location which in VisualText which is called location, and I'm going to put that under Get / analyzers, and that's where I keep my analyzers, and we'll keep my analyzers. If I build another analyzer, I can just leave that there and put a new name. It's going to create a folder for the other analyzer. So that's how it organizes itself on your hard drive. And I'm going to click on bare, meaning the bare minimum. I'm going to hit OK. Now when I click over here on the tabs area for the analyzer, this is where the sequence of analyzer code goes. And you can notice that we have one called tokenize. Now that is a mandatory pass that we have in all of analyzers for VisualText. So what does that do? It takes the text and breaks it down into tokens. Now if I try to run this, we don't have an analyzer really, because we don't have any text to analyze. So in order to build our analyzer, we have to have text. So let's add a new text file by right-clicking and choosing New File. We're going to call that file, of course, Hello World, and it builds a file called Hello World, and that's located in that folder called Hello World underneath my analyzers. That's how, again, how it organizes. But in the interface, that's all underneath the hood. So we need to put text in there. So we're going to put in the word hello, the words Hello World, exclamation point. We're going to save that. We're going to run it. Now you can see we can run it. And we're going to now look and view the parse tree. Come over here and view the parse tree. And there it is. Now you see that that text has changed and moved and been broken down into tokens. The first being hello, a space, white space, you can see that there, world, an exclamation point. Now you don't have to do that. It's going to break up everything for you. So we've done that. But we really haven't gotten any output, and that's not a good way to end, because we want to have a result. We build an analyzer to get some output. So how do we do that? Well, we go back to the analyzer and we add a new pass. That new pass is actually NLP++ code. So we're going to call the pass Hello World, obviously. We'll hit return, and you see now that Hello World is there for us to click on. So we're going to double click on that, and we see that it automatically builds what we call a template or a stub for that pass called Hello World. We have a code area. You can see here, we're going to get rid of that. We're not going to need that right now. It's got the comment area. You see it has my name. You can put that in your preferences. It'll build that automatically, so it'll get you in good habit of commenting on your code. Comments in NLP++, you notice, is the # anywhere. And down here you have a rule. So the rules start with the @ rules and ends with 2 @. And we are going to write our first rule, and that's going to be _hello. So what I want to do is I want to find the words Hello World and then put it under a new node called _hello. So I've got the word hello there. I'm going to put another word here, hello, and we're going to run it. So we have hello and world. You notice there's a number here. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I've now written a rule. Here's our tree. Let's put the tree over here because this runs live, and we're going to run it now. I don't have to save passes. If you click on run, it'll save it and run it. So we'll do that. And you notice that, wait a minute, there's a hello world there, but it didn't find it. But you noticed here, there's a space in between. We still have spaces. I could take those out in a pass before that, but they're there. So it's not going to match. So what do? If I click on the word hello and you right click here, there are all kinds of things you can do. And so sometimes I don't remember all the things. So I can go in here and insert a line called white space. You notice that it puts in an _x white in caps. Now that is a specific constant in the NLP++ language that means match white space. You see here it says star. That means it may have a white space or not, or as many white spaces as you want. So now we have a rule of hello followed by white space, optional really because it's a star, and then followed by the word world. So let's run that, and there you go. You see over here in the tree now that it's now taken those three things in our rule and matched it and put it underneath hello, underscore hello. But again, we still don't have any output. All we have done is mashed a rule and build a tree. That's not an output. I need to have text in and text out. Well, how do we do that? So the way we do that is when you match a rule, you can have what we call post-processing. So we have an @post. So I just typed in @post in all caps, and we're going to now create some output. The output is going to be into a special file called output.txt. It's very special because it's going to be our default end-all output for this analyzer. Now, you don't have to have this being, if your analyzer, be this the output. It's just a convention because most of the time we're writing analyzers to have a specific output. So we have this available to you. And the way you get things into a file in NLP++ is that you put in quotes a name with a .text file. So we have quote, double quote, output.txt, double quote. And the way we get something into the file is what we call piping. If you're not a programmer, all it means is it's pointing toward that. You notice how it's pointing toward the word output.txt here, right? And then I'm going to now put some text there. I'm going to type something in and I'm going to explain what I'm doing after I've typed this in. Very important concepts here. You notice how here I have numbers. When I inserted it, it actually reformats it, makes it beautiful, and gives it a number using comments. These are just comments. I can get rid of those and it'll still run. So why do we have those numbers? Because we want to be able to take whatever's here and do things with it. Adds information to it, or get its text and output it. And that's what I'm going to do here. So we have a special function called N, capital N for node. You notice it's in red. So it's N open parent, and then the first argument is what we're trying to get, the information we're trying to get. And we have a special variable, and variables in NLP++ are in double quotes. It's called $text. It means whatever is here in that node, and it could be a lot of text, I want to get all the text, and you give it the number 1 because you want to get it from number 1 node. Now I'm going to keep adding. I'm going to keep piping new stuff. I know there's a white space, but maybe that white space has a lot of space in it. I want it to look nice. I want it to be normalized. So I'm just going to put 1 space because I know I want a space between those. I'll put another pipe here to get more information, and I'm going to take this node again and we're going to copy that, put it over here, but instead of node 1 I want to get the word world, so I'm going to get 3, and now I put a semicolon at the end, and now if I run this, you're going to see up here all of a sudden this arrow has output, view output file. So I'm going to click on that, and voila, we have hello world. So now we have got that information. But I'm going to add one more thing. Even though we've done our hello world analyzer, I want to show one thing that's happened because it's very special and specific to NLP++. Now, if you noticed before, we had this rule fire and put the hello space and world underneath a new node called hello underscore hello. It didn't happen. Well, the reason that is, and you probably would have seen this, so I didn't say anything, you would have wondered, is that when you put a post area, when you do post-processing, the moment you put a post-processing into a rule, it doesn't automatically build the tree. It does not automatically make this rule happen. It can match it, but you may just want to match it to do something or output something and not make a tree. That happens very often. So I made a post area, I did some output. The default in NLP++ says I'm not going to make that tree unless you tell me you want to make it. So I now need to put in a function called single. We're not going to get in that today, but it's a single tree where you put everything underneath that single node. And now if we run it again, we should see, and yes we do, that the tree is there, we have our output, and there you have it, our hello world analyzer using NLP++ and VisualText.